Well, we have entered the 2020, where there's a lot of tragic events happening all around the world. If you take a look at the this little picture right here, we have seen there's a lot of things that's going on all around the world. The NBA has lost its superstar, and there's a lot of wildfire activities going on. And right now, we have entered into a World War Z situation. And what is this World War Z situation got to do with the stock market? Well, let's take a look. Whoa, what is this? Just over the past 3 months, the stock market have actually reached its lowest low. Its 52-week low, which is trading at 1,344 points. And if you have a look at what is happening according to the news, the Malaysian stocks has tumbled 5.31% below the 1400 point mark, and is the lowest level since the September 2011 in the early trade this morning. And this has also affected the global equity markets to be shaken by panic selling after Wall Street plunged overnight. And now this is not just a normal situation right here, right? If you take a look at the KLSC index chart, right now we are actually at the lowest low since 9 years ago, which is happening at 2011. And that is where the during that time, I think the global market was having like a panic sell because of the Dow Jones plunge in the market. And if you take a look at 2008, it is just right before the global financial crisis have actually occurred. And there's no doubt that we are actually in the bear market, the very severe bear market, and we don't know how long it's gonna take, but it definitely have affected a lot of market in the global state. If you take a look at this news, the Reuters says that the Asian stock markets were hammered on Friday as panic gripping world financial markets deepened, and even safe haven assets such as gold and bonds were ditched to cover losses in the wipeout. Australia benchmark fell as much as 7% and is on track for its worst week on record, the worst day for Australia's stock market. And the New Zealand index was last down more than 8% and is the biggest ever intraday drop, it said. The US market have plunged nearly 10% overnight after triggering the circuit breaker as fears of Rona intensify. And also it's happening in the European as well, where the central bank did not cut interest rate as expected by this market. Now everything is going on because of this one thing. Why is this illness will become a history in the stock market of 2020? Let's take a look at what is its great work. Whoa! Oil has plunges 24% for its worst day since 1991. Can you imagine this happening 30 years ago, and now we are experiencing the same history in 1991? And it hits at its multi-year low after the OPEC as deep failure sparks price war. I think this is in between the Iran and so the Russia. And let's take a look at crude oil. Definitely crude oil is gonna go for 3 days straight, set for its worst week since 1991. Crude oil price fell on Friday for a third day, with the Brent crude set for its biggest weekly drop since 1991, and the US crude heading for the worst week since 2008, or the global financial crisis. And if you take a look at the Brent crude was actually down 67 cents or 2% at the $32.55 a barrel. And it has been falling a lot these few weeks and these few months. And you can see that there's a flood of low price oil in the market from Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. It's intensifying the pressure on prices after the collapse of price supporting agreement with Russia last week. And oh man, this Rona situation has been triggering the first global oil demand drops in the years. And the surge of Saudi Arabian and Russian oil production could lead to supply overhang of 4 million barrels per day. This is a very serious situation, and it definitely it has affected the whole market. And in Malaysia, our bank negara of Malaysia has actually will be seeing slower loan growth in the near term, even though that they have made actually an OPR cut just early this month actually to about from 2.75% to 2.5%. But it is expected that they may have another OPR cut again in this coming May. So if you're searching for properties right now, this is a good time because the interest rate is going lower, and this means that the borrowing cost is much more cheaper, right? If you take a look at the business as perspective wise, if you notice that this illness have actually impacted a lot of the airlines, the cruise, or the tourism industries. And Malaysia Airlines have actually asked all of the staff to take months of unpaid leave as the illness bites. You can see that there's actually 13,000 people who have actually have the option to get for the unpaid leave, just for them, just so that we can cope in this panic situation. And also, you can see businesses in Penang having a temporary closure due to this illness, and the EPF office in the KL has been also closed after someone has been detected to be having this illness. And we take a look at the MCMC HQ too. The MCMC HQ and another building will be closed temporarily as well. Now let's take a look at how individual stocks are doing in the Malaysian market, the Bursa KLCI market. Alright, let's take a look at some of the blue chip stock. Alright, Public Bank. When I was trading in 2018, this stock was actually trading about 25 ringgit per share. And now take a look at its price. It's down over, I don't know how many percent is this, but just during that trading day, it has actually down 5%, all the way up to 15 ringgit and 30 cents per share. And in the 1 year change, it has dropped 35. And in the 1 month change, it actually drops 12%. Now let's take a look at Maybank. Maybank stocks have actually dropped 4.83% in an intraday to 7 ringgit and 88 cents per share. And if you look at the 1 year changes, it actually drops 12% and 6.86% in 1 month's time. Now Hong Leong Bank. Hong Leong Bank has actually dropped 34.35% in a 1 year range. I think it was about 18 to 20 ringgit per share, and now it has dropped massively, over 9% in a day, to 13 ringgit and 3 cents per share. And now let's take a look at some of the telecommunication and the media industry stocks. DG stock has actually dropped about 6.14% in a 1 year change. Now it is priced at 4 ringgit and 10 cents. Axiata has actually dropped 5.45% in a 1 year change. Now it's trading about 3 ringgit and 90 cents. And Inari is one of the stocks that I own actually in 2018, and it actually has dropped about 15.57%. It's now trading at 1 ringgit and 28 cents. And the tourism industry, this famous stock called Gen has dropped 41.24% because of this outbreak. And it was actually initially trading around like 5 ringgit per share, and now it's trading about close to 4 ringgit per share, and almost a 1 ringgit drop just because of this outbreak. And now let's take a look at the airline industry. Well, you can see the MAHB or airport, ticker symbol airport, has actually dropped about 25.39%. Now trading about 5 ringgit and 67 cents per share. And AirAsia, this stock has been going ups and downs since 2018. Well, it has dropped massively, and it has dropped about 56%. It used to, when I bought AirAsia, it used to be around the 3 ringgit range, and now it is trading about 82 cents per share. 82 cents per share since 3 ringgit is a huge drop, and I'm making a huge loss actually. Well, in this situation, you must be thinking, why is this illness gonna create history in the stock market of 2020? And you should question yourself, should you do in this kind of situation? Well, let's take a look at the KLCR events over the past 30 years since 1995. So you can see that there's a lot of ups and downs in the stock market events since 30 years ago. And it is actually no stranger to us that the stock markets are always going up and down, up and down. And there's a lot of events or incidents happening all around the world, whether is it the global market, whether is it the European debt crisis, or the US financial crisis, or the correction of the technology bubble. Actually, this is actually a really good time for us to take a step back and plan what we are going to do for our investments, and also to see what can we take advantage of during this outbreak. And if you take a look at this short video of the famous billionaire stock market investor Warren Buffett, here is what he has to say for this outbreak and what is happening in the stock market.
Well, anytime stocks go down, as far as I'm concerned, I like it because I'm a net buyer of stocks. I've been buying stocks ever since I was 11 years old. So when stocks go down, it's good news. Just like when hamburgers go down, it's good news, or Coca-Cola goes down, it's good news in terms of anything I buy. But you know, stocks are going to go down. You could probably look it up as to what percent of the days of the, since I was born, they've gone down, and maybe it'd be 30% or something like that. And you can't predict what stocks will do, but in the short run. But you can predict that American business will do well over time. And just take the 20th century. Stocks went from 66, the Dow average, 66 to 11,497, and you were getting 3 times as much in dividends as the whole average was selling for at the start. And you had 2 world wars, and you had a Great Depression, flu epidemics, all kinds of things. American business will do fine over time, and if you own a piece of it, and if you don't beat yourself, the only person that can cause you to get a bad result in stocks is yourself.
Well, as a stock market investor myself, I'm planning to take this opportunity to search for more good deals in the market. And because I've actually started investing in the stock market since 2018, which is 2 years ago, and at that time it was the market was actually at its bullish condition, and I was actually riding a wave of making a lot of money. But right now, I think it is a really very good opportunity to get any good deals at a much cheaper price. Just like how in the Malaysian KFC had offered their 20 ringgit set lunch, and which have caused everybody to go crazy about it, and they are even queuing up just to get those good deals. And I'm just like them, but I'm searching for a really very good stocks right now. And yeah, despite I'm actually down about 25% currently, or about 5,000 ringgit, I'm still looking for more good deals because times like this are very hard to come by. And for all of you who are very uncertain with the market, I think this is a really very good time for you to take stock market investing seriously and look for more good deals. And I hope you all the best. Stay smart investing. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, press the subscribe button, it's free. The like button is also free. And if you like more videos about this, please do comment down below so that I'll make more of this kind of videos. And yeah, comment down below on what stock you're gonna look for as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.